him, right?
Yeah. You said you would die on the side of the road before I call him. I said that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because to
But clearly
me,
he's a good father.
Because to me, I figured it out all on my own already.
Is she drunk?
Yo, Dragon!
Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, yo? You back here with Dragon for another one. Yo, it felt like I haven't did a video in a while. All right. If y'all like the content, please hit that like, hit that subscribe. All right, hit that bell so y'all know when I'm dropping some more joints. Okay. A lot of personal things happened to me. Okay, for the past couple of days, but I'm not gonna get into that. So I'm gonna be doing a reaction to this Auburn Preach video. All right, it says, "I would rather die than ask my baby daddy for help." Now, baby daddy, so that means it has to do with the child. All right, so yo, let's get into this. All right, strap yourselves in. All right, let's do this.
I figured it out all on my own already.
Is she drunk?
Well, what I have realized with my daughter after I dragged her across the counter, when you introduce kind of that physical energy, it changes things.
Don't come over here.
After you did drag her across the table like it was a WWE wrestling match.
Yeah. No, this happened at like it was like 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Damn,
this was in the afternoon.
The sun was out?
So this happened, and immediately
she gets her energy from the sun. She's a plant.
Clearly, I'm an earth sign, so I get my energy from the.
I feel like I'm dying inside.
From above.
Shout out to the plant.
So see,
Just breast play.
Just press play.
I'm a fire sign, so I'm getting energy from this heat. Feel me? Pause.
so and this is something I never do because I think we're kind of like this in the same way. As a single mom, I got this shit.
Yeah.
I got it. I ain't calling her dad. You can. I'll die starving on the road before I call her dad.
Facts.
So I'm like, you know what?
Facts.
I'm all the
That's
way
the dumbest
up
shit
here.
ever.
Say it again.
Stop. Hold up. Wait. You rather die at the side of a road than ask your baby father for help. Ain't there a child involved? So what you're doing is that you're not only starving yourself, you're starving your child too. And yes, I have to agree with this dude over here. Yeah, that is the dumbest shit I ever heard. Like, are you serious? Okay, that's your pride. That's your ego. Oh, I don't, bruh. No. Oh, this is the worst. This is the worst display of a woman parenting. Okay, is when the ego overcomes common sense. Let's continue.
That's the dumbest shit ever.
Hey Jay, let her rock out for a little bit. We could digest that. We could digest that later. Let her rock out. Go finish the story.
Okay.
Finish the story.
I'ma die on the side of the road before I call your dad to help.
Because I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you
it's
why.
kind of wild, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Stop.
Exactly.
That's your ego. That's your ego. You're not in it for the kid. You're in it for your ego. You're not even looking after your kid. It's all your ego. And if you think like that about the baby dad, I don't even know what you're saying about the baby dad to the kid. But we don't know about that, so we're not going to go on that. But that's your ego. That's not you being a mother. That's you being an egotistical bitch. That's what it is. You bitch.
Let's hear why. He might be a convict in prison. You don't know. We don't know. Let's hear why. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. Preach doesn't.
Preach doesn't.
I'm gonna let my sister take this one.
You've been holding that shit down from the start to the beginning, and you've been setting and implementing every seed that child has in them without the help of the other. I don't need to call you for nothing.
So,
period.
I say respectfully, and that actually gives.
Wait, implementing every seed? Huh? In what way? What are you implementing to this child? To let your ego overcome common sense? Or let your ego come over the welfare of your child? That's the seed that you're talking about? Okay, let's continue.
Gives me the alley-oop for my question.
Okay,
sure.
I don't know the relationship between you and her dad. So when you say I would die on the side of the road,
a group of y'all and how these dads operate, because it's not just us.
Respect.
Okay, it's a large percentage. It's a large percentage of women who has to take on that whole package.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Without the other party of
Yeah, the reason why you gotta take the whole package is because the whole fact of the matter is that what type of man you draw in, or what type of woman you are. Are you a vindictive woman? Do you allow the child and the father to actually bond? Do you spit things into the child's ear about the father? Okay? Or because you resent the father? Or it could be that you are aiming for men that is not of that dad type stature or that dad quality. Because what you be looking at, okay, is how much money he got. Does he have this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, think about it. Come on. Most of these women out here are picking dudes is because of that itself. Not how he can actually be towards a child or even his child. Y'all look at majority of y'all look at men as in material. That's what you're looking for. Material. Okay? That's what you're looking for. It's the quantity of money, but not the quality of man. So let's continue with this.
By choice.
We love
not
him.
doing what the fuck they want to do.
Matt, no, that's not even joking like that. Mad
Yeah.
love for him. My mom's was a single mom. So I say that because when you introduce dad, I'm assuming that he's in her life. So when you say that I would die
to a degree.
on the
It's
side,
always to a degree.
See, I don't know that though.
Because men get a lot of choices, and I don't think we want to talk about that. But it's always to a degree.
Okay, no.
Because
I agree with that too.
This is the thing. This is the thing.
I agree with that too.
We haven't heard her take, so press play.
Yo, why are you looking at me all mad and shit? Yeah, no. Don't look at me all upset. Give that energy to her. Don't give it to me.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh, it's
okay. But you give me that energy. It's weird, bro.
Press play. Okay, we're just gonna stay here.
Yeah.
That's just ego.
Yeah, because it is.
You being an egotistical
Yeah,
bitch.
me and her.
There you go.
Get her energy from the sun. Yeah. Earth signs, nigga. It's Taurus, baby. Taurus seasons.
Earth sign.
How you fucking burning sun rays through the side of my head? Chill, nigga.
You hot?
What? Pause.
Yeah.
If you're a parent, how you gonna tell me I can't this weekend, next weekend?
Because parents don't do that.
Listen, I'm not here to.
It's every weekend.
I'm not.
Every 365, every Monday through Saturday, Sunday. It's every day, 24/7, 365. It ain't not this weekend. I can't.
I'm gonna let y'all. Listen, I'm gonna let y'all get y'all.
That's most like I'm gonna say out of this.
All I'm.
He's so
He's trained. He's giving trained.
All I'm
he's
saying.
well trained. He's well trained. Yeah,
all I'm saying is I don't.
Trained? Trained.
You just sitting there smiling while women say you're well trained? What is this podcast, bro? Nigga, that couldn't be me. Did this man just sit there and smile while they said this man's well trained?
Yo. Yo. Nah. Trained. Bruh. Well trained. Wow.
Disgusting.
Feel them tread now. Yeah. I'm not all.
What I'm saying is, I don't know the situation between y'all relationship.
Yeah,
I can't speak on this man because I don't know him, and I would never do that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, when you
it's not personal.
It's not personal.
It's just
when you say,
unfortunately, it's just
No. It's not personal. Read her face. When she says it's not personal, that is a lie. That is the biggest lie. She couldn't even look straight. She's looking down. Oh, it's not personal. It's not personal. That is a lie. If it's your ego, okay, and your pride, right, then you are taking it personal. By you talking about certain men, okay, or even if it's switched, if you're talking about certain women, okay, when I talk about women, okay, think about it as vice versa also, okay, because it can happen to men too. All right. So, everything that I say, I'm not aiming towards women only. No. I had my fair share, okay, but I'm not only talking about women. When I say women or anything that has to do with a topic that has to do with one human being on another human being or against another human being, it's both sides of the equator. Okay, it's both sides. All right, but the government, they very fond of women when it comes to children than men. When there's a proven fact that a single man will raise a child more better because we're more strict. We're more strict when it comes down to that, on how they carry themselves, right? And not only that, on when it comes to education. A lot of women, don't get me wrong, a lot of women are great single mothers, okay? They are great single mothers, right? But majority of men are better when it comes to single parenting, because every single child needs that strong foundation that a man can hold. Okay, like I said, certain women can do it. Okay, I'm not knocking them. Certain women can do that. I have seen it. But then majority, they need both parenting. Just put it like that. That's what I think. Both parenting is very important. Mother and father. Okay? But let's continue with this. But yeah, she lying though. She lying. She lying. Look at her face. Look, just like I said, she's looking down.
Generational.
No, you say it's not personal, but I'm sure the nigga that's watching this, that's the dad, is taking it very personal.
Let me answer that question.
Come on, what it says.
So I'll finish that story. So I realized that, obviously I done dragged her across the floor. She's crying, the dog crying. Like it's just
how your daddy did.
But I realized that I was here and not able to, fully think through, be rational, calm. This is a good time to tag team because I'm here. Yeah. And I'm literally shaking. I'm stuttering. I'm spitting. I knocked her over. Like,
you wildin' out.
Yeah. We here. So this is a good time to tag team my partner.
Yeah.
Damn.
Keep going. I got a story. I got to ask you a question for Jade.
So I said, Jade, my daughter, well, whatever, we already said her name, Jade. I said, call daddy right now. And this is one thing we do. Yeah. I do call him daddy. He calls me mommy. So I said, call daddy right now. So she called daddy. As soon as he picked up, she's like,
I swear to God.
Mommy dragged me across.
All right, baby. What the fuck you do?
Mommy. He said, Dad's get on the phone. Get on the phone. So he gets on the phone with me. He said, what happened? I told him what happened. He said, take a breath, which I appreciated because I did need to
calm down.
Woosah. And he said, what happened? I told him what happened. And he said, you know, y'all both in there. Y'all both women. You're going to get into this little situation, but take a breath. Ooh. Remember, she's still a child. She still is learning lessons.
Sound like
Let me talk to her. So then I
That's
gave
what I'm saying.
Nobody
said that.
I mean, if you had to read between the lines a couple seconds ago,
I never met him.
Making it seem like the nigga.
I think that's the
maybe
problem.
he a good father, maybe not a good nigga.
A few seconds away before y'all made it seem like.
Hey, I think I dropped the gem.
Stop it. Get some help.
You didn't drop a gem. Dude, you're a fucking goober. Maybe he's a good dad. He's not a good nigga.
Wait, what? What gem you dropped? If he wasn't a good nigga, then he would have never calmed her down. He would have said, oh, well, that's your fucking problem. Hung up. But he talked you down. He took time with it. That makes him a good person. Because he took the patience to deal with you with the issue you have with your daughter. What?
But you'll still call him to be able to reconcile situations and lean on him for advice in regards to how to handle parenting and even just your own fucking...
You literally, okay, played yourself. Not too long ago, you was talking about that you will rather die at the side of a road than ask for your baby daddy for help. But then you called him to pretty much extinguish a fire that you and your daughter was getting into. I think you asked for help. You literally just contradicted yourself. Yeah. I would think so.
Hyperventilation? What are y'all talking about? This dude, is he fucking one of these women? Because he's brown nosing so hard. They out here talking about he well trained. He do seem like a well trained Labrador. Am I crazy? There's a lot of dysfunction right here. Am I crazy?
Well, it's hard to follow because one is always interjecting, which
basically her and her daughter got into a tussle.
Yeah, I understand. I understand what the fuck. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's hard to follow because one is always interjecting.
Well, first off, you got the black woman being like,
that's what I'm. Yeah, the back vocal artist.
Tell him, sis, it's generational.
Shoe up, like she's do up. That's her. Okay, so you know what I mean. So she's always shoobity whoop bop, interjecting and shit. So and then after that, like so I get very disinterested when I get that it happens. More than that, I'm like, so what was your point? You say you would die on you said, you know what? I'll take back what I said. No, it's not ego. And you're not egotistical. You a damn liar. You want to make it look like you wouldn't call him.
But
that's
then you call him.
What the fuck you just did, though.
Why would she lie, though?
Because the ego.
Yeah! I'm so proud you for getting back to your original point, nigga.
No, but I'm not saying it's not. It's ego, but it's not ego the same way I said it was ego. Ooh. It's a different type of ego. Ego's still there, but it's not how I first intended it. She's not a bad mother. Yeah. She's not a bad mother. She's not just not here for the. She's there for you. You're there for your daughter. You are. But you want to claim that you got this shit so much, and you see, like your ad-lib singer was saying, it's 365, 7 days a week, 24/7, blah, 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 blah. But in reality, it's not. Because you do call him. But you're gonna say, nah, I would never call him because I don't need. You do call him.
Yep.
Emotionally, you do call him. You just did. Call your dad. For your daughter to talk to her dad, that's him helping you. So you do call him. You make it look like you don't call him, and you would never get caught dead calling him for help. That's a lie. That's a whole ass lie.
Because 30 seconds later, you did call.
Sometimes it's perspective.
It's
not a picture. It's the truth.
Hey, Sade.
I don't think people understand that.
I think I just dropped the gem.
What's the gem?
I said he might be a good father, but not a good nigga.
And that's how we have it. Period.
That don't got shit to do with you.
So then he said, okay.
That ain't none of your business. Once we broken up,
You be a horrible nigga, but like, good for your kid, though.
Bro, right, and that's all that matters.
Let me tell you.
So if he's a bad nigga and a good father, then you should call him. That ain't got nothing to do with raising a kid. Take this one.
This man really thought he dropped a gem. If he's a good father, then if you're in a dire situation, you call him because he'll help you because he's a good father and he wants his mother to be around. That's it. That's all there is. That's all there is.
Yo, this dude is a fucking onion.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, wait, hold on, Sade. So when we
ahead.
talked about when you said, your comment is asinine or stupid, whatever you said about if I was on the side of the road, I wouldn't call him, right?
Yeah, you said you would die on the side of the road before I call him. I said it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because
but clearly he's a good father.
Because to me, I figured it out all on my own already.
Is she drunk?
I figured it out all out.
What the hell is in that bong? What is she smoking? What the hell? What did you figure out? Do you realize you didn't make no points? Like, not one single time there was a point or like a legitimate point. There was nothing there. Nothing. What did you figure out? What is wrong with her?
On my own already, but I called him in a moment of crisis because I needed to hear some words from him.
Is she drunk?
Hey man, listen. You know what? We're gonna get to her in a minute.
And for me, who's had this child on my back, for 11 going on 12, because you're pregnant for a year, so 12 years, where we have been down. We've lived here. We've eaten this. We've done that. I've had to rob Peter to pay Paul to get this. I take my daughter out of the country every year for her birthday. We live in a house. We got a dog. I drive a Lexus. Like,
I met Jasmine. She was living in the trap.
No,
what I said
it was a trap. Wait. That's not getting fucked up. What I said doesn't take away from your motherhood at all.
No,
but
but it matters with the thinking, and I think that's where.
And I think that's the difference. And that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
It feels like to me. And again, I had to talk to my mother about this and realize what it was. And I just realized, I haven't had that amount of growth yet.
Yeah.
It is,
I respect
to your point, maybe it's a growth. Maybe it's an ego. Maybe it's a whatever.
I fuck with that.
But to what I said, I would rather die on the side of the road.
Yeah, it goes back to that.
Ask that nigga.
So let me ask you.
Okay.
No, keep playing because we're about to get we're about to get to her in a minute. That's what you said.
We heard her reason.
We haven't heard shit. She haven't said shit.
Preacher Neil did earlier. Yeah, he had a debt to rights. If you would rather die of pride than call the father your child, leaving your child without their mother, you're shitty at your job. People say this, my child comes first. My child comes first. All right, then call the dad. I'd rather kill my... Really? What happens if the child comes first? Hey, man, listen. One can both do two things at the same time. Recognize that you do a lot of the labor, that there's maybe an unfair disposition of the labor, and recognize that like that's bullshit, okay? Two, recognize that your perspective on this is incredibly toxic. And I can only imagine how it permeates to your child, the way that you talk. Unbelievable. And the way the dude on the other side is brown-nosing for these women, the way the other girl is like just high-fiving that dysfunction, that's the reason why she probably don't want to learn. The first time she has any introspection about it is when the guy says it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But her whole life, she heard other women say, yes, queen, you right, bitch. We got this. Ladies only. We don't need these niggas. Well, you, the new year, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. What are you talking about? This is all dysfunction. You got people who are hyper dysfunctional on a mic talking crazy about family structures.
But sometimes the dysfunction is their normal.
You out here fighting with your child. Bro, these people are weird, bro. These people are weird.
Just dysfunctional. But when you're raised by dysfunctional, that's your normal. That's what you know.
That's what you know. Weird, bro.
And mind you, you said a point earlier on. I take her to the country. I got a Lexus. I got this. I got that. We got a dog. Whatever. Cable. Shit. This, that. Knick knack. Patty whack. Give a dog a bone. You can still be dysfunctional.
Exactly.
None of that.
I've known the richest motherfuckers in the world.
Yep.
I've known some of the richest motherfuckers in the world. They didn't miss anything technically. Broken. Fucking broken.
Right?
Yeah.
So I feel like, when do you guys trust the step parent in making the decisions for your child?
So
what I will say
you
is,
start.
it's not just that I carried this child for 9 months. Like, I know this child.
It's more
for
than the carrying.
Well, you know, one thing that parents make a big mistake of is thinking that they always know best. Right? And so they have this infallibility that makes them make extremely poor decisions, traumatizing their kids into their late adulthood. And that's why a lot of these kids come out having a tremendous amount of resentment for their parents. The ego on them and their inability to look at themselves and recognize that they fucked some things up is what drives a lot of the relationships apart. And I thank God every single day that my mom has had the foresight to learn from her mistake, even in her older years, to apologize for some of the behavior that she did, because a lot of it was inexcusable. Right? And I respect her more for it. This ego that a lot of parents have, thinking they know everything and that they're infallible, is what makes a lot of their kids resent them and have traumatic experiences.
Mama knows best.
Not always.
Not all the time.
Not always. Unfortunately, not always. And that's not a knock against her. She can't know best. It's okay to be vulnerable in that sense. You can't be perfect. And trying oftentimes leads to bad outcomes.
There's some people out there, you're going to argue with them some shit, and their point, their argument is going to be, yes, but I'm her mother.
It doesn't.
Yes, but I'm his father. Well, it doesn't change the fact that what you just said was incredibly stupid. Doesn't change anything of that. But whatever.
Hey, you know what?
What?
That's why a lot of motherfuckers go to therapy.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the big reasons why people go to therapy. Oh, yeah. People think they know more than they actually do and walk through life like they shit don't stink, not recognizing, bitch, you stinking up the whole joint. When we rock in the club, that's you we smell. That's your ass.
You stink. All right? You smell like beef and cheese.
You out here looking like, oh, somebody shat out here. Bitch, you the shit. And not in a good way.
You're shit.
Just shit.
No, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because a lot of parents try to turn their kids around the other. A lot of parents be saying crazy things about the other parent that's generally undeserving because they got a problem with them, not recognizing that their own personal biases are coming between their child's well-being and their parents' relationship. You always say, like, the child comes first. Dad comes in. Fuck that nigga. Fuck my kid, because my feelings come first.
Ego.
That's what y'all doing.
Ego.
But you won't admit it. I can do all bad by myself. Okay.
Ego.
Okay.
I'm bringing back vocal with
Hey, man. Hey, man. Listen, you know, oftentimes we always talk about the systemic issues when it comes to a lot of this stuff. But a lot of this shit comes down to the individuals and how they handle their relationships.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And you know what? The fact that you talked to your mom and you had reflection and you still came to that same conclusion probably leads me to believe that this shit is generational.
What you mean? Her mama knows best.
The same way she knows best. And she out here on this podcast spouting out bullshit while she got a kid. Now she in her 30s? Crazy. Dysfunction at its highest level. But I digress. Maybe we saw it wrong. Maybe you guys see it differently. Let us know in the comments below.
All right. Well, yo, that's what it was. Okay. Yes. This was like really ratchet. Like, serious. I just don't understand how they could actually think that particular way. I like, really. And having too much pride and too much ego, not gonna help you in the long run. Okay, especially if you're a parent. All right, everybody needs help at a certain point. That's period. Especially when it comes down to parenting. All right. But yo, I want to say thank you once again. All right. We're chilling with me, Dragon. All right. This was the Abba and Preach reaction. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that bell. All right. And leave the comments in the comment section comment section to let me know what y'all thought about my input, Abba and Preach's input about the video. All right. But yo, thanks a lot. I really do appreciate it. Y'all take care. All right. Dragon out. Skill. One.